Welcome to the pre-show.
Pre.
I'm gonna pre. I
Yeah.
am. I am preing.
Right now?
I am preing. You are preing. We're preing.
Sure.
What's up, guys? What's up, pre-show crew? There's people in the chat already.
What?
Kilmarnock was the first in, lurking. Oh no, Wiki was in first. Kilmarnock was the first to say something. Hey, Arsenic. Hey, Wrench. Ox. Happy Friday, guys. How do we sound? Do we sound clear? Well, I guess this isn't gonna sound clear because she's pretty sick.
Yeah. I'm pretty sick, but I'm still here.
Yeah, you are. That's fucking commitment.
That's right.
Fucking commitment. Hey, wasn't it Groundhog's Day?
No, it's National Pizza Day.
No, I know what today is, which is awesome. What Groundhog's Day like passed already, didn't it?
Yeah.
What's the deal? Did he see his fucking shadow or what?
Probably. Just trying to get something ready that I forgot to get ready before the show. I fucking suck.
Let's see.
Oh,
7:07 a.m. on February 2nd, just after the crowd sang a few familiar Groundhog tunes. There are Groundhog tunes?
oh, say, can you see? Oh, wait, no, that's the American National Anthem. Never mind.
Fist with low volume. A.
I can speak up. No, I can't.
Let's see what I can do about that. Thank you for the update on the levels. What's up, Chillrog? Buddy, we should be on your stream, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Guys,
we should.
if you guys dig Heroes, as I know some of you do, you gotta check out Wicked Kitten and you gotta check out Chillrog. They both stream Heroes hotness.
If you guys promise to check them out, I'll touch myself right now on camera. I swear to God.
How are they gonna prove that they promise?
Just promise me in chat right now. I'll do it.
What's up,
I'll do
Seth?
it. Fucking do it.
Heyo! You know what that sound means?
What's that?
I got a follower.
Oh, I get it.
We got a follower.
Oh, shit. Now I have to touch myself. You guys ready? Yeah. You like that chin action, guys? I
Stimulate
tricked all of you. Huh?
that chin. Chin stuff is like a whole separate section on Pornhub. Level check. Anything different? Any better? Do let us know. Bit better on Fist. Probably low due to sickness and not equipment. Fair enough.
Equipment?
Scorb can't handle the the intensity. Just a few more seconds. Still not great levels on Fist. Okay. Let me play. Let's try. Oh, you know what? We're also forgetting the pre-show tunes.
Yeah, but not copyrighted ones, please, this time, because then nobody will ever see this again.
Yeah, we'll stick to the.
Oh, fuck, I didn't take my medicine?
We got like that.
Oh, no, I dropped that. I'll show you guys.
Alright.
Yeah, normally I can take it like a champ, but, you know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. This still has an echo. Okay, let me see what I can do about that.
Like literally, I can hear
You can hear you?
an echo.
Oh my god.
Do you remember Echo the dolphin and how he would use echolocation?
Yes?
Hey, is it gross when I like snarf boogers into the microphone?
I'm sure that is fine.
Well, I sure hope so. Oh my god, I just. Never mind. Whatever. I was trying to like
This-
what?
There's something kind of manual I can do to help with some of this, so I'm gonna try and do that. It's the easiest fix.
So, how you guys doing on this Friday night? Are you guys excited that Dallas won? Cause I sure am.
We know you are. It's like that part in like, what was it? What's the Adam Sandler Drew Barrymore movie?
Fucking wedding singer?
Yeah. Like when he's getting on the plane, he's like, and then the guy at the counter's like, "Hey, do you like Flock of Seagulls?" And he's like, "No, but I can see that you do."
Yeah. So I was on this really cool show the other day called Around the Payload, and
Show dropper.
I brought up a Bring It On reference because like that's what we do here at Laggy Balls,
Yep.
right? Like
Oh,
we
yeah.
reference things, specifically like 90s movies and 90s music and 90s jokes.
Yep. Yep.
I don't remember if Bring It On is like 90s or not. Might be like early
Might
2000s.
be early 2000s.
Same thing really. But like I referenced it, and then
Oh,
everybody else.
it's the year 2000. That's why we
Okay,
couldn't tell.
well, same thing. So I talked about it, and then like I was on there with like 4 other dudes and crickets. Like they were just like they had no fucking idea what I was talking about, and like I'm not used to that, so I was just like, I
Wicked says that was the
You
best part.
was like, fuck, come on, you guys. Thanks, Wicked Kitten.
It did get a hell of a response, though. Just not directly like you wanted it to. It was more of like a huge response to how hilarious it was that nobody understood what the hell you were talking about.
I just thought that everybody had seen Bring It On by now. It's been what, 18 years?
Yeah, come on, get with it. Plenty of time.
Like dudes like cheerleaders.
That's why I watched it.
Yeah.
I had a fucking poster of that in my dorm room in college.
That's totally fine.
Yeah,
That's a
'cause
thing that
chicks.
people do. Chicks, man.
Chicks, man.
Chicks, man. That's fucking funny. That's alright. That's okay. You're gonna pump our gas someday. And then then they win that cheer off. But then the Compton Clovers come and they show up. The fucking West Carno Toros or whatever. I've seen that way too many times, and I'm so sick right now. Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Thist. I'm sick. Sick of your bullshit. No.
Well, you only have to be sick of their bullshit for another 3-4 minutes, bless you, of pre-show. Then you can be sick of their bullshit for a full hour of goodness, during which we will be talking about strange personal facts, as voted by you. Yep. Totally.
But guess what? There's gonna be a twist involved.
Oh,
You guys are gonna get involved too. We want to know your secrets. Well, if they are secrets.
we will find out, I guess. Because this is the internet, and you can bamboozle us and we would never know.
That's true.
But then again, so can we. So can you too.
That's fine.
so-
Like
And
The
so
other
can
day-
you too.
on Thursday, it was Throwback Thursday. On Thursday, Thursday. So I put up a picture of me at 17 in my band, the Chad band, and somebody went and grabbed like the only
YouTube video?
the only YouTube video
Nice.
that I put together for the Chad band, and it was just like that's fine, like it's out there, it's not secret, but it was like it surprised me because I was just like, oh, cool, okay, that's a thing. Hair inside of my nostril, that's cool. But let's see if I can find it. The Chad band. Oh
Hey, we can
shit!
play it right here on the stream.
No, it's okay. I'm
Yeah,
just
no, totally. We can put it right
no,
here
no, it's fine. It's
on the
probably
screen for
copyrighted.
everybody to see.
It's fine. You don't have to do that.
Wait, our covers aren't copyrighted, are they?
No,
Like covers of songs?
no, 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 no. This is like my old YouTube account. So I've got a bunch of stuff about my dog, and I've got a video that's got 16K. It's literally just the part in Home Alone 2 where the guy goes, "Watch it, kid!" Like that's it. That's
A
like,
part that not a lot of people remember specifically, probably. But once they see it,
Probably.
they remember it.
Yep.
Look at all these old school ass pictures of you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a slideshow video!
Fucking technologically advanced.
Look at your punk ass.
Yeah, I was like, damn the establishment, man.
So was dude with the pink shirt.
It was Russell. That was my shirt.
So was Russell.
Oh, Russell.
Ox,
Russell-
Ox, did you find your dog?
Yeah, did you find him?
Because I saw those posts, but I didn't see how it shook out. If you didn't find him, like that's kind of. I don't know if we can stream tonight because that would be. Oh, thank God! Ah, Jesus!
That would be the worst thing.
Oh my
ever.
God! Okay, good. I'm really glad. Because then I was feeling all bad that I forgot to ask you until now, because that was definitely like last week. So I'm really, really glad to hear that.
Oh man.
Hey Fist, why don't you sneeze if you're glad to hear that?
Thank you. My boys did do a good job, although it sucked because they were playing my other boys.
Oh, alright, hold on. We gotta go full screen here for a moment so we can kick it off proper like. We'll be right
Let's do
back.
it.
And welcome back, friends, to episode 21. Tonight, we're talking about strange personal facts. It is Friday night. You know what that means. Friday night's for the boys.
What boys?
All the boys. And by
So-
boys, I mean all you. What's up,
Yeah.
chat?
Yeah, boys.
Welcome
just-
back.
Going live on that Instagram, showing everybody that we are live on Twitch.
Is that why you were being all weird over there for a moment?
Listen. Yes.
Welcome back, everybody. So we did a little something different this time. We put up a few different topics and asked you guys to vote. So here we are with
It was-
episode 21, based on what you chose. So thanks.
It was really hard to come up with 4 topics. It's hard to come up with 1 topic every week, let alone 4.
Yeah,
But, you know, we did it.
we did.
We did it, Ronette. So just before we get going, I just want to clarify, as I often do, this is not the Lagging Balls podcast. This is not a podcast at all. It's just a talk show. It's just a chance for us to get to hang out with you guys. We do put this up on YouTube afterwards, but, there's no editing. We don't really plan what we're going to say. Well, we did this time, but, we kind of had to. But this is just us hanging out with you. And our actual podcast comes out every week, and it's actually on like iTunes and Stitcher and SoundCloud and all that good stuff, where we talk about Blizzard games. But here, we just talk about bullshit because it's fun and we're good at it.
It's true.
Kind of. So, yeah. So that's that. So
Definitely on the kinda tip.
Yeah, on the kind of tip, just the tip, like this big. Actually, that's a little small. Let's make it that big, like the size of my eye socket. Like it's perfect. You can just slip it right in.
Yeah, and as you can tell, guys, Thist is a little sick. So Thist, thank you for showing up anyway. That is dedication, and we all appreciate it.
Yeah, I should be asleep, but I'm not. So let's go. I just had some fucking Dayquil. We're good. We're good to go. I've got this giant cup of diet something from Burger King, whatever that is. So
The king of all burgers.
yes, the king of all burgers. Ugh. Because they say drink a lot of fluid, and there's also water. I've got one of these going, and then I've also got one of these going, which is a Monster. So you could say I'm like absolutely full of liquids.
That's good. That's what you're supposed to be doing for sickness, right? For a cold.
Yes, like I'm literally just like dousing myself with fluid, liquid. Gotta stay moist and all that.
You and Sombra both. So, shall we kick this off?
Yeah, so tonight we decided to, actually we didn't decide, tonight you guys decided that we should discuss strange personal facts.
Indeed.
Seems a little bit self-serving, but we thought, as I grew up myself, what could we do
Giving
to
the people
make...
what they want.
I didn't mean to. It's just like, this is so soft, you guys. Like it's so like silky, and it's like, it feels good to like wear like a winning jersey. But we thought that maybe you guys in a little bit could okay, we'll start thinking about it now. What is like your weirdest personal fact? I thought, just think about it. Don't put it in the chat yet. But we'll have a point in this stream where I want everybody to put their weird personal fact into the chat. And then maybe there'll be other people also in the chat who have the same thing that you do going on. Maybe us, maybe somebody else. And then we could like bond over that, and it'd be really cool.
And oh my god, we'll all make new friends. Bless you. Which is like bless you, except it's more like BLASS. It's like
yeah,
like blast you. It's like blast you.
yeah, we get it. Blast you. So, Thorn, why don't you go first? I want to learn some stuff about you.
Okay, well, I want to start with a bit of an experiment on that. The first thing I'm going to talk about is my ethnicity. So, chat, tell me,
Ooh.
what am I?
Male. Wait, no.
That's not an ethnicity.
Oh, okay.
Ethnicity.
It's
It's not an ethnicity.
Chipotle.
American, good answer. Good fucking answer. Kilmarnock wins. I mean,
Is
that's the
Chipotle?
fucking answer.
Or am I thinking Caucasian?
Caucasian Chipotle?
Frasian.
Frasian, what is that?
That's French, Canadian, and Asian.
Oh, is that a thing?
But I heard a Frasian person say that, so it could be.
Is Frasier Frasian?
No, he's American.
Sexy is a good answer. Zafira. Also correct. All right. I think people are probably being relatively wise and not guessing, because some people get a little iffy about that stuff. I don't.
What do people think that you are?
Um,
Because I know what I think you are, but I might be wrong.
what do you think I am?
I can't say.
Why?
Because
Is this like maybe this is a loaded question? I apologize, Chad. That might be arsenic. That is surprisingly close, my friend. So I am half Irish and Italian. My mother's side is Irish and Italian. That's one half of me. The other
so
side of me
Caucasian.
is what's that?
So Caucasian on one
Right?
side.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Absolutely. And the other side is Pacific Islander, specifically from the island of Guam, which
Oh my
is
God, like
American territory.
Moana.
Yeah,
Wow.
kinda. I mean, she's not from Guam, but yeah, you know, same general region of
She's from
islander.
an island.
Yes. So Guam has native Chamorro, which is the native people from that island, and it's also mixed with Spanish and Japanese. So,
Oh.
hot damn, arsenic. Good fucking guess, my friend.
Did you say churro?
And black from the waist down. That is also correct. The buttress.
Can any of you guess what I am?
Hot.
Don't.
The answer is hot. Oh wait.
I'm Canadian. Like I said.
Oh.
That's my ethnicity. Can you be like Canadian? Like, is that an ethnicity?
It is now.
Cool.
Candian? How about Candian?
Canadian.
That's one of the guesses.
I am very sweet. My mom just told me that. I just got off the phone with her. I called my mom a few minutes ago and I was like, Mom, I need weird personal facts about myself. And she's like, What? I'm like, What are you doing? You have to help me. She's like, I'm watching The Hobbit. I'm like, Okay, but
Weird personal fact
Please-
number one.
please
My
help
mom
me.
likes to watch The Hobbit.
Yeah. she's like, I just watched Guardians of the Galaxy again and now I'm watching The Hobbit. And I'm like, Okay.
You're of no use to me.
Oxville, your great grandparents are from Ottawa? That's where I'm from. Kinda. I'm like really close to. Really close to it. Like this close.
Part moose,
on
part
that.
leaf.
It's a good place to be. So yeah, that was my fact. That was my first fact. I'm Canadian. How's it going? I'm very foreign.
You're part Molson.
I'm
Nice.
maybe. But yeah, foreign, not born. And I really do love maple syrup. I like to watch hockey. I've played hockey. I can skate. I've been to Winterlude. You guys don't know what that is. I enjoy a good butter tart. I used to before I went vegan. And the Nanaimo bars in Poutine. I speak a little bit of French, my doggies. You know?
Nanaimo bars sounds like. That sounds like it'd be like an Asian thing.
No, it's
Nanaimo bar.
Nanaimo. That's Nanaimo, BC. Nanaimo bars from Nanaimo, BC, probably. Is it BC? Hang on.
What's up, Nameen?
Yeah,
What's happening, buddy? How you doing?
Nanaimo, British Columbia. That's where the bars are from. Nanaimo bar. Or
Let's do this.
you guys don't care, but you know they're really good. They're like chocolate and then some other shit. I don't even. Oh shit! Look at how big that fucking thing is. That's what she said. Yes, I've had a beaver tail
Ah.
before. It was really good. You get the Killaloo Sunrise. That's a beaver tail. These aren't actual beaver tails, by the way. They're like it's kind of like a really flat donut, like fried dough. Then you put brown sugar on it, and then a Killaloo Sunrise is that plus lemon juice. It's really good. But you can get like chocolate on it. Anyway,
Ooh.
what's next, Lauren? Because I could keep talking about Canada all night long.
Well, speaking of destinations, I guess a strange personal fact about me is that I grew up everywhere and nowhere. My parents were military, so I don't really have a hometown.
Where were you born?
I don't
though?
know if that's strange.
In the Matrix.
I was born. I was born in Fort Polk, Louisiana. Polk, Fort Polk.
Where's that?
It is half past a monkey's ass,
What does that mean?
and it is nearby the middle of nowhere, such that it's basically 100 miles in any direction to like the next big city, and all of the soldiers who were posted at Fort Polk, Louisiana, not so lovingly called it Fort Puke because they hated being there, and they hated being stationed there because there was nothing around for very long ways in every direction. So
That's
there's hometown,
Creative.
Louisiana.
creative. Fort Puke.
Hey, nice.
Oh,
We got some Air Force brats here too. See, things in common. We're finding
yeah. See,
common ground.
that's why we're doing this because
Yes.
we're
Yes.
all the same, really, except not at all. But in some cases, yes, we are. You know,
Yeah. And
it's like that,
and
but
like,
also not.
and then yeah, totally right, but not yeah.
Yeah,
And like on last week's episode, we talked about awkward situations, right? And you were talking about how you can't feel necessarily comfortable just kind of like walking up and talking to people because I think we were talking about. I think it started with like the work, like meeting new coworkers, right? Something like
yeah.
that. Pardon me. But I was saying that I'm the opposite, and I'm totally fine with meeting new people, and I'm totally comfortable in new situations, and I guarantee that's from all the exposure from having moved around a lot as a kid, because I just every few years I moved around, and so I was going to schools in, you know, every new town I was in or whatever. If we were on a base, then I was going to school on that base, and if we weren't on the base, then I was going to school in wherever that town was that we were near the base that my parents were stationed at. So I was meeting new kids every couple of years, and like the pros and cons of that were that I got to meet a lot of new people and I got to learn how to adapt to situations, and the cons were that I didn't have a home, like a home base kind of, like I don't have a childhood home kind of thing. Like I don't have a place where like my stuff is, and like my I don't have like a
Where'd you keep your junk at?
childhood like bedroom, you know. Um, and I didn't have a lot of friends who like this is obviously before social media and stuff, since that's newer to all of us as kind of like teens and adults. So, there was a lot of like good friends I made along the way who then just I moved away and then that was it. And the funny thing about something like Facebook is that I did actually reconnect with some of those people from when I was younger. I ended up finding
Did
some
you
of
hook
them.
up with any of them?
Oh, so like pretty much all of them. Like that was the point, right? That's what
That
Facebook's
usually is
for.
the point to like getting to know somebody. It's like I'm not gonna, invest time and effort into you, but if we're not gonna hook up at the end of it, then I have wasted this time.
Arsenic asks, "What was the best base?" Oh, that's a hard question. We weren't on a lot of bases. One of my favorite bases was Fort Totten in Queens, New York.
What about Ace of Base?
Ace of Base is the queen of all, so that's not even a fair question. You got to talk about basically the answer is Ace of Base. So you have to go with basically the real question is like what's second best, right?
Um,
And then Kilmernock asked, "What do I consider home?" Since he is an Air Force brat, the most time we spent growing up was for me was Florida. So to me that's home, even though I haven't lived there for 20 years. Totally. For me it's California, because we were in Los Alamitos and Oceanside, and just kind of moved around a whole bunch in Southern California for a lot of my youngest years. It was actually Louisiana, then Hawaii, then like 5 different places in California, then to the East Coast, then to the Midwest, and kind of so. I think I spent the most time in the Midwest. Um,
doing what?
just my parents got restationed there in the middle of my 7th grade year. So we went from New York City to Toma, Wisconsin. So it was quite the culture shock, and everybody always says that it was quite the culture shock. But again, for me, it was just like it was just the next place, you know. So
Yeah, let's all move to California.
yeah,
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get over there. You know
yeah.
why? Because they have restaurants so you can bring your dog.
Is that the only reason?
Also today I learned that the Taco Bell HQ is in Irvine.
Really?
Yeah, as well as obviously Blizzard, but holy fuck. It's like
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Blizz HQ and then I'm gonna go to Taco Bell HQ, and that would be a great
Nice.
day. Apparently, in Taco Bell HQ, there's a Taco Bell in the cafeteria,
That's awesome.
right?
Oh, and Bagheera lives near Oceanside and Vista. Awesome.
Sweet.
Nibiru Lowell, your energy is totally Queens, New York. Really? Interesting to know. I was there from middle of 5th grade to the middle of 7th grade, so not even that long, but an important time in a middle schooler's life. Got in a fight with a girl on a bus.
Did you beat her ass?
No, she beat my ass because
Oh,
you don't hit a
suck
girl.
it. Yeah, right. You just got pwned. Do
It's
people
called
say pwned
chivalry.
anymore?
Look it up. What's that?
Chivalry. SH. Wait. Chivalry. Oh, it's actually
Ox, you can't.
spelled
It's
chivalry.
CH. Yeah.
I know. I was making a joke. You
Ox,
guys, my head feels hot.
oh
Let's move on.
no.
What's next,
Ox,
Lauren?
Ox, you can't let people ruin places for you. You gotta go to California and you gotta take that shit back. You gotta go
That's
back
right.
to California, grab it by the balls, and take it for yourself.
Callie.
I have an ex.
Like the song says.
Ox, I have an ex, and I haven't let her. Bless you. I haven't let her ruin jack shit for me, because that girl sucked, and I decided, you know what? Fuck that shit. We had whatever we had, and it was bullshit, and it was dumb, and that's okay. And nothing that she touched is going to taint things for me, because there's too many
Taint.
great things in this world. Too many great things in the world. Not gonna let them ruin it. Let's see. How about personal ailments?
Yeah, go for it. What's up with what's wrong with you?
Well, I don't know if you guys have noticed this or not, but some weeks I put up a lot of GIFs on the screen while we're doing the show, and I'm not doing that this week. Kind of trying to focus more on the screen because, I don't know, having a lot of things going on all at once is kind of difficult for me.
Why?
I
Because you
think
suck?
that's... No, because I have ADD.
Oh,
So,
what does ADD stand for?
adult diaper diaphragm.
Adult diaper diaphragm.
Anal
Anal dick donk.
drippage. You came up with that a little fast. ADD is a attention deficit disorder, so
Right.
I get easily distracted. So, for example, you know how like some restaurants have like TVs just posted up on the wall, in the corner, on the wall, whatever.
Yeah.
If I go to lunch or to a restaurant or something with a friend, I need to sit with my back to any of those TVs because I won't be able to just focus on the person that I'm there with because I'm just too distracted by motion.
Assuming
Which-
that you're with anybody at all.
Shut
Wow, I'm
up.
so mean when I'm sick.
Shut up.
I'm sorry. Not really.
No, I can be downright rude, you know, because I just can't focus very well. So, aquatic discharge disorder.
I like adult diaper disbursement.
Yeah. What about you? Any ailments to share?
Oh shit. Let me see. I've got so many, you guys.
It doesn't have to be an ailment. You
They're
can
not
share
ailments
just a
though. They're
different
just
item.
weird shit. I wrote it on my phone. Okay, let's see. So first thing I might be able to show you guys. It's called geographic tongue. Geographic
Ooh.
tongue.
That's one of those things that sounds fake.
I know. Mine's not severe. Like, don't look it up. It's gross. It can be like super severe, and then your tongue looks like fucking like Swiss cheese. Like it's fucked up. But
Swiss
mine's not like
cheese?
that. Mine's not like that. Let me see. I'm just gonna use my camera phone to see if I still have. I had
Also,
some.
people would like to know what is on the back of your phone.
This is a pop socket. You like use it to like hold your phone, and you can push it in like that, and you can pull it out, and then you can push it in halfway if you only want it halfway. You can roll your headphones around it, and you can use it to like pop up your phone so it like stands, you know. But I like it because I have really small hands and this phone's really big, so it's just like I don't have to, you know, drop it. So I'm just gonna check my own tongue first.
Pop socket sounds like almost like it would be like some sort of ailment in and of itself. Like, oh, she got the pop sockets.
So I don't know if you see this. A second.
You might have to get a lot closer. Ew.
Sorry. Yeah. So it like it doesn't mean anything. It's just this. Nobody knows really why it happens. It's just like it looks like my taste buds go away and like random spots on my tongue, but it's like I don't know that it's happening. You know, like I don't know that. I have no idea. But
I said makes drinking water tricky. Swiss cheese tongue, more holes for his pleasure.
Does it have something to do with flossing? I floss. I don't know. I've always had this. I can't help it. It's just a thing.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
It's-
So like, does it like hurt?
No, not at all. I don't even know that I have it sometimes. Like sometimes I do and sometimes I don't.
Oh, so it's not
Uh,
always visible.
No, no, no. Uh, Google says that it's a harmless condition, and patches often heal and move elsewhere on the tongue before clearing up on their own. So yeah, I don't know. No, I don't think so. I mean, maybe it does.
I
don't
guess
know.
you wouldn't know, huh?
I wouldn't know, I guess. Yeah, but it's kind of cool. So I don't know. It says like 3 million people, more than 3 million U.S. cases per year. So, I'm not alone. But don't ever look it up on Google image search because like this can get like super severe and it looks absolutely disgusting. Like
Oh,
disgusting. Mine never looks like that, thankfully. But
is that the kind of warning like the warning you give to not look at image search for lagging balls, which is not really that much of a warning?
yeah,
It's
that's
really
more of a
just
joke.
stuff of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's more of a joke. But that's a real. I mean, that's up to you if you guys want. What else? So
So real quick, in terms of like the things you can look up. Today I learned on Reddit that if you have tinnitus, like the ear, like the Lucio,
that's how you get tinnitus.
that's how you get tinnitus. Um, there was a thread asking about like, well, anyway, not important. The point is, somebody said that they have tinnitus and that their doctors were not kind of refusing to diagnose it, even though it was clear that that's what they had. And then somebody gave them the tip in the comments of Reddit that said, find the frequency of your tinnitus because tinnitus is a ringing in your ears that never stops, which
God,
is
that would
pretty
drive me
fucked up.
fucking crazy.
However, get this. They said find out the frequency of your ringing, record a tone that is equal to that frequency, and then listen to it in headphones for like a few days straight, like non-stop. And the reason that they said to do that, because that sounds to me like it'd be horrible, right? Because that's kind of like what tinnitus seems like it'd be horrible to me all the time.
Right.
But apparently, the sound of blood rushing through your head, there's an actual sound to that we hear all the time. So they made that suggestion. I don't know if it's legit or not. But the idea of it was, yes, as Kilmarnock said, the frequencies should cancel out. In essence, you make yourself used to hearing a certain frequency long enough, you just stop hearing it.
Whoa.
So there are frequencies that we already hear all the time as part of our own bodies, but they don't
Shut
register.
up, I'm trying to hear. I don't hear anything.
Exactly, that's the point.
Oh.
Good job.
Thanks. I tried.
Also, do not Google hysterectomy. Why did you do that? Why-
Don't do that.
Why would you do that? Don't do that.
Also, don't Google mango worms. Ever. Ever.
Well, now I have to. I mean, you can't just say not to do
I
that.
don't think that you would be able to handle mango worms.
I mean, I could handle it.
You know what I can handle?
What?
Not math, because I've got dyscalculia. What's going on?
What is that?
That's like, fucking, what's that thing where you, like, read things backwards involuntarily?
Oh,
Dyslexic.
that's it.
Yeah.
Dyslexia.
So, I have a difficulty understanding number-related concepts or using symbols or functions needed for success in mathematics. So that's cool. And that was determined a really, really long time ago. In school, they pulled me out of class, and they were worried because like I was like super failing math and things relating to math, like geography and shit, which is also probably the same as math. I'm not sure, but I see like numbers and shit, and like my brain wants to read them backwards first, but I have to like sort of not do that. So like looking at the clock or looking at maps or just anything that has like numbers and shit is a little bit more difficult. Like it's less so now that I'm an adult. Adult. But it kind of sucks because I know that I could be so much better at WoW if I knew how to use numbers for things.
Yeah.
Because like people who are good at math are just like insane.
Yeah, like Mew Cow in chat here. What's up, Mew?
Yeah. Hey Mew.
That
You're good
guy's
at math.
fucking crazy.
Oh, fucking girl. Yeah, so that's the thing. You know, I don't know. It once I got out of school and stopped doing math, like it hasn't been like a huge issue in my life. And it is embarrassing sometimes when people ask me what time it is and I have to like stare at my watch or my phone for a few minutes. Not a few minutes, but like, you know, somebody could just like look and be like, "Oh, it's this time." I'm like, "It's this time." You know?
Yeah.
It's not even a thing, but you know, it's fine. It doesn't matter.
Wow, it's something. I mean, it's definitely like anything that impacts you. Because like I was thinking about this the other day. I don't know why this occurred to me, but like reading, right? Like you get used to reading, and you just glance at a word and you immediately get it. But there was a time in your life when you had to sound that out. You had to like understand how each of those letters. Like I'm looking at the word broadcast on like the Twitch dashboard, and like you have to understand what B and R are and how what the B sound is, what the R sound is, how they interact together, um, how patterns like compound words like broadcast, how what the word broad is and what the word cast is, and how those two go together. And in this, when you put them together, do they still sound the same as they do alone? And so do you pronounce it like all that stuff that you now take for granted because you're so used to it? It's just in there. It's cataloged in your head. But at some point it wasn't, and I don't know why the hell I was thinking about that the other day, but I can't do that with numbers. I feel like that's kind of the equivalent is that people who are good with numbers can just look at numbers and get that.
Yeah.
Not that they can do like instant calculations or whatever, but they understand it, you know,
Yeah.
in the ways that you and I don't.
It's just a thing, you know. Everybody's good at something and everybody's bad at something.
Yep.
You also
You've
noticed
been
that
called out, yeah, about your jersey.
Yeah, I have. I actually haven't taken this off yet. I'm not gonna take it off until XQC comes back, but then I'll probably be motivated to, you know, put it back on. But yeah, it's slowly becoming a part of me.
Congratulations.
Becoming one with XQC, like this. Like the Canadian circle of life is becoming. I don't know. I can't. I don't know. I'm having trouble being abstract because I have a fever. So what's up next, Thorn? Like, what's going on
That's
with you?
right. Oh, my other main ailment is migraines.
Ooh.
So, Dazzledorn, I see you arrived and talked about ADHD. You must have missed that part of earlier because we were talking about that as well. But migraines, for any of you who suffer from that, first of all, I want to apologize. It's like the worst thing. Not that there's a comparison to other things. It's very much its own type of thing. But the pain level of chronic migraines, acute migraines, is up there on kind of like the pain scales that physicians or scientists or whatever have. So it's bad stuff. It's not just a headache, and don't be sorry, buddy. It's all good. You're here all the time. It's awesome. It's not the people who don't understand would say you got a migraine, huh? So you got a bad headache. Just deal with it like the rest of us. Yeah, deal with it like the rest of us and get back to work or whatever. You know how there's always those people who are just like, oh, I don't care what your ailment is, whatever it is, it's in your head, it's not real. Just deal with it and whatever. So I've had the worst is having a boss who thinks like that. Thankfully, I've been relatively lucky to have mostly bosses who do understand or have somebody in their family who has them or whatever. I did have one boss who claimed to also have migraines, but she claimed that she could just, take everyday over-the-counter pills and that hers were fine, which tells me that she really just had headaches sometimes, because they're not the same at all. It's literally, if I were to get a migraine right now, I would start with a visual aura, and it's not the same for everybody, but mine start with a visual aura that's basically a shiny spot in my vision, and even just thinking about it right now makes me like a little nauseous, because there's a lot of nausea that goes with this as well. Its pain's so harsh and so acute that it makes you puke. It's like that bad. So it's Dazzledorn is saying it. Same sort of thing. I get the aura. It's called an aura in your vision.
Ooh.
And it's this shiny
It's
spot.
like when you get like food stuck in your eye and you can see it and you're like, oh, broccoli.
Yes, just like that. So there's the visual aura, and then there's an onset of pain, and it's very sharp, and it's in one spot, and it moves around. So sometimes it'll be like, say right here is what it feels like, and it's just searing into the side of your head. And sometimes it's right behind the eye, and sometimes it's on top. There's no kind of rhyme or reason. But yeah, light hurts a whole lot. Sound hurts a whole lot. and the nausea is super bad. And again, these symptoms aren't all the same for everybody. There are some common ones. The aura is pretty common, and sensitivity to light and sound are pretty common as well. But for all intents and purposes, I am dead to the world once that happens. So if one happened, let's say one happened mid-show right now, I would have to leave. The night would be
And
over
go
for
where?
me. Go to bed, and that's
Oh.
the only thing I could possibly do, because the only like these onset for me in like middle school, and my parents and our doctors at the time had no idea what it was and freaked out to the point where they did some crazy tests on me and like couldn't figure out what it was for a few years. It just wasn't common knowledge, I guess. So, or maybe we just had bad doctors. I don't know. But
Okay.
they
I think they're called quacks. Like scientifically, they're actually ducks.
like who's the doctor from The Simpsons?
Dr. Nick or Dr. Hibbert? Because if you're talking
No,
about
Dr. Nick.
Dr. Hibbert is a legitimate doctor.
Yeah, I'm gonna start jiggling, and then we'll see how long it goes. No, Dr. Nick. So, yeah, I had like a spinal tap done.
Ow,
Do you
in
know
your
what that is?
spine?
Yeah.
With a tap?
No,
Just a tap?
I got just the tap. Yeah, but yeah, like Kilmarnock is saying, yep, bedroom, turn off all the lights, close all the curtains. Yeah, sometimes it hurts so bad that you cry. Sometimes like you scream. Like it's bad. It's like the worst thing in my entire life, and there's no control over it. There's no rhyme and reason. Haven't ever figured out what caused them. So that's definitely among the ailments.
Wow, that really sucks.
Yeah, these migraines go to 11.
I've never had that before. I hardly ever get headaches. I'm lucky, I guess.
Yeah. Ox said panic disorder and general anxiety.
Ugh,
That is rough.
I had that. I'm gonna share one more thing, and then I'm gonna open up chat to everybody, and then we'll just like, give our personal thingies. And they don't have to be ailments. They
Please
can just
do.
be like weird shit. Actually, I want to share two things. This one's real quick. So everybody, like, look at your hands. You know how you have like three sections? You can't really see. Oh, wait. So you have like, anyway, you can see. You got like three sections on your fingers, like 1, 2, 3. Like you bend your finger and you can see the 1, 2, 3 sections. I'm using my pinky because on this pinky I've got 4 sections. So it's like, I don't know how to show you.
Ew,
Wait.
you freak!
I know, I'm such a freak. Wait. Okay, wait. I'm just gonna try to figure out how to show you guys this properly because it's so bright out,
Your hands glow white.
Very good. Why am I so pale? Anyway, I assure you, there's like 4 sections to this finger. And like, I put it online. There we go. I put it online once, and everyone's like, "Oh, you're just fat." And I'm like, well,
What?
no, but there's like literally 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. Like there's like an extra like little section bend. Not like my finger doesn't bend 4 ways, but like it's got like just an extra pad, It's just doing that. And I didn't realize that until I was like a teenager. Like I've had these hands forever, but yeah, no, it was kind of cool. So just like I looked down and it was interesting because once I found that out, obviously I was like telling everybody about it, and somebody I was telling about in like a classroom realized that they had one too and they'd never noticed. Like, how do you not notice that? So it's just weird. So like, I don't know, just like 4 little sections here.
Well, they say, you know it like the back of your hand. They don't say you know it like the front of your hand.
That's true. That is very true. And now my camera's out of focus, so I'm fucking with it. There we go. And I just my favorite like weird thing about me, I think, is I experience hypnagogic speech.
Oh yeah,
Hypnagogic.
you've told me about that before. That's crazy.
Yeah, this shit is awesome. So just gonna type it out here because it's weird. I don't even know if I'm saying it correctly.
I'm gonna say, for as sick as you are, like, you look good.
Thank you.
Yeah, way to be camera ready for the show. I really appreciate that. Cause like, if I were sick, I'd be like, this, I can't do the show. I'm dying.
Well, I mean, I missed the show like a few weeks ago, and that sucked. So fuck that.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Chat says you look hella hot. Seconded.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. It's because I'm wearing my winning jersey of the winners winning. So, I'm not gonna read wiki about it because I'm just gonna tell you what it is. So, hypnagogic speech is sometimes when I'm about to fall asleep or I'm like super tired, I'm just like laying down with my eyes closed. I hear loads and loads of people talking. Just like it sounds like I'm in like Penn Station or at a concert or something. Like I just hear people talking all over the place and it sounds real, you know, like it sounds
That's
real. And like
crazy.
every voice is different and there's like women and men and children and like I can sort of pay attention to one or two people at a time if I really want to.
Wow.
But when I listen to what they're saying, it doesn't make sense. Like
Like
the
it's not
words,
real words?
no, the words are in English, but it doesn't make sense.
Oh.
Like they're just saying words. And but like the way that they're talking with the inflections and stuff, like it sounds like they're talking normally, sometimes to each other, sometimes to themselves, but it just doesn't make sense. So when I was a kid, I seriously thought that I was a like a
A
mutant.
schizophrenic?
No, a mutant. I
Oh,
thought
oh.
because you know I grew up watching X-Men and I'm just like this is exactly like Cerebro.
It's my
you know?
power!
Like I'm tapped into all of these other mutants and I'm listening to them. I mean, I know Cerebro wasn't a mutant power, but like I thought I had like telekinesis. So I don't know. So I just like I was so stoked on it when I was a kid. And like this it never freaked me out, you know? Like I'd like lay there and I'd be like this is fucking cool. I'm listening to people talk right now all over the world. Hell yeah. But yeah. So that's the thing. It doesn't happen as much anymore, but when it does, it's pretty sweet.
When was the last time it happened?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
It was a while ago. Okay, so I want everybody.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool though. Like I've never known that anybody who got that, and I before you ever mentioned it to me, I've never heard of it. That's really, really interesting. It's like just that's one of those ones that's really kind of out there.
Yeah,
You freak.
I am. I guess I am. But a few like I've seen people like on Reddit. Reddit is the best place to go to look for people who are like you because everybody just talks about everything on there. But
Yeah.
there's a few people who experience that. So it was, like on one side I was like, yay, there's other people who know what I'm talking about. But on the other side I was like, aw shit, I'm not special or a mutant. So you know, because I just want to be special. Like I just want stuff that's just like me. You know, like you know. Like that. So let's let's open up chat if you guys want. Feel free to just like put in like your cool, interesting, strange fact about yourself. Like I wanna see what you guys like my hypnagogic speech thing. Like what have you guys got going on?
Show me what you got.
Show me what you got.
I wanna see what you got.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah. In the meantime, I just want to point out that this is Mr. Poopy Butthole. Ooh wee!
I don't know what that is.
Okay.
I've got
It's from Rick and Morty.
Oh, see, I'm wearing Dallas Fuel jersey. It kind of sucks because like the Dallas Fuel part kind of goes under my boob, so it just looks like I'm wearing a Jack in the Box shirt. I don't even really. I like apparently Jack in the Box is a restaurant, right?
Yeah, it's a
We don't
fast
have
food
those
restaurant.
in Canada, so I don't know what it is, but you know, it does say Dallas Fuel. I have this really
You have
great.
like Harvey's instead.
Yeah, Harvey's is awesome because you can get it made your way. Oh yeah, like it just goes under my boob shelf and then. Like,
it just says Dallas. It's Jack in the
yeah, it
Box
just
Dallas.
But you know what? I really do love the show Dallas. Well, I used to. Like I was.
There's
obsessed
another
with it.
strange personal fact. Perfect.
There you go. There's a freebie. Okay, let's see what we got. What we got here?
We don't really have anything,
Yeah, that's okay.
That's all right.
Okay.
but people have been bringing things up as we go. So I think we just need to keep going with ours
Okay.
because
Cool.
it keeps helping other people kind of bring up their
That
own.
is true. That is true. Let's me pull up this list that I made. Let's see. I can play the harmonica.
You can play the harmonica for real?
Yeah.
Like, do you have like a harmonica vest with all the different keys of harmonicas down it, like the dude from Blues Traveler?
No, but I feel really shitty that I don't. I do have one of those things that you can like prop up on your like shoulders, and then it holds the harmonica in your mouth like a
Like a
sandwich.
Bob Dylan kind of.
Yeah.
So you can play guitar or whatever and
Yeah.
play your mouth organ right without the.
So Scorbutic says, I sometimes feel bad for WoW NPCs that nobody interacts with or in zones that never get traffic. Is that strange? No,
Oh my
like-
god, dude! I totally.
I do that
This
too.
is why
Like,
we're friends.
and I avoid like killing like things sometimes, even if it's for a quest, because I'm like, I can't kill this NPC. I feel bad for him. Multizard
or
says,
like the in-game animals because they're some
Exactly.
of
Well,
them
that's
are
what I
too cute
meant.
or nice.
Multi says, I don't have BO. Sometimes wear deodorant just to stave off sweat smells, but the body odor I do not have. I've gone a decade without deodorant. It's fine. Multi, do you know that
What? That's like a
baby-
superpower.
baby elks, baby elks, no smell?
Was that you
Hang on.
googling something?
Yeah. So
I
baby
can always
elks.
tell when you're googling something, even if I couldn't see you, because you have a I'm googling it voice tone.
Well, that's what is going on in my head. But it's funny because like when I Google things about World of Warcraft, I'm like, Murloc, wow, or dude at Crossroads, wow. It reminds me of like Doge speaks. It's like, wow,
yeah.
Murloc, wow, so very Murloc. But what I was gonna say, is, baby elks are born with no smell, so that they don't attract.
Oh, attract predators.
Yeah, so you are
Interesting.
like a permanent baby elk, my
Oh,
friend.
Multi, you're like a baby elk. Oh,
You're-
you're cute like one too, buddy.
Yeah, you are. Come here.
He's gonna kill us.
Multi agreed to be my dad the other day too, so thanks, Daddy.
Oh, so it's like a Doctor Evil and Scott Evil thing where like they want to kill each other.
No, I just want him to embrace me. Call me his child. Is that weird?
Libero lol said, "Strange and interesting fact. I willingly moved to Cleveland from New York City."
I mean, what's in Cleveland?
It's fucking Cleveland. Cleveland rocks. Fun fact: I got to travel with the circus as a lighting guy for 4 years.
Cool. Were
Victel
you-
MD.
Did you have sex with a lot of clowns?
Did you get massive amounts of carny tail? Did you get massive amounts of like
Ooh,
circus fan?
circus
Tail?
tail. Was like getting the big top under the big top. You know what I'm saying?
Did you have a lot of pizza in a cup?
Did you
Did you have a lot of cup of pizza?
Did you just have sex with lots of clowns? I can't think of any more innuendos. I'm really sick.
My kid said, "Hi, my name is Monica, and I feel weird now."
Okay, Kilimanjaro says, I'm sorry, I was born with pyloric stenosis. Your stomach muscle is too big, and they had to perform surgery to take it out so I could get food.
Holy shit!
That is the most important thing.
Your
is,
stomach was like, "What's up?" Ugh!
Yeah, your stomach was too swole. Way too swole. Cinder says, I get sleep paralysis. Okay.
Sleep paralysis.
I'm sorry, Cinder. I'm so tired. Okay. Technical explanation is that the brain waking before the body does, but it feels like you're completely paralyzed. Feels like you're screaming and you can't breathe, and you have to focus all
Jesus
your energy
Christ.
into forcing yourselves to move your little finger, because if you can move that, then you have control over your body. Holy fuck, dude, that would make me freak out.
So do you like totally relate to that like Kill Bill scene where she has to like regain motor functions after being paralyzed? Because that's what that sounds like. Because that's fucked up. It almost sounds like getting fucking what is it when you get like dosed at a party? What's that
What,
fucking
at a party? I've never been to a party before.
when somebody puts drugs in your drink at a party?
Oh, date raped?
Yeah, the date rape drug. I forget what it's called, but that's what I picture that. The way that that's been explained to me is that's what I pictured. Oh,
Yeah.
here's a strange fact, unrelated, sort of related, kind of related, roundabout. I saved a girl who got that once.
for you.
Somebody fucking dosed her at a party, and I carried her back to her dorm room and dropped her with her roommates. And I didn't even like put anything in her butt. I just dropped her off, and like left.
Wow, that's really gallant of you.
Well, she was a friend of mine, and that was lame.
Sure. Good for you, man. Good for you. Okay.
Kilmer Narak said, "I used to play bass for Baby Elks No Smell in college."
Hey, those guys rock. Those guys can really wail.
Fucking love that band.
Um, I might be allergic to eating lavender.
You might be.
I might be. It was like my 24th birthday. I went and got a tattoo behind my ear, and then I went to a bakery and I tried macarons for the first time. You know those like little fancy cookie looking dudes? And like I got a pack of like a ton of different flavors, and I didn't eat all of them the same day, but the last one I ate before something happened was lavender. I was like, oh, no, I'm not, because you know lavender smells good, but it didn't taste that good. Anyway, shortly after that, I got like massive hives, like hives up my leg, in my mouth, on my face, on my arms, all over my body, just everywhere.
Jesus.
Like in my mouth, you know? Like,
Yeah.
ugh. But
Wow.
so at first I was worried because I was like, the tattoo behind my ear is the only one that has color. And I was like, oh shit, I'm allergic to color tattoos. That's fucking shitty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, you know, I'm so fucking pale. I want to have color tattoos someday. I only have like black and white ones right now, except for the ear one.
Yeah.
But I went online and I asked Reddit. I was like, "Am I allergic?" And they're like, "Well, is it like the worst part of your hives around your tattoo?" And there weren't any on my tattoo. So I was like,
Yeah.
"Okay, cool." So it was something I did that day. And what did I do? I fucking ate lavender for the first time. And then I realized that like I looked it up, and apparently you can like use lavender, you can smell lavender, you can put it on your clothes, you can have it in a flower arrangement next to you. That's all fine. But you can definitely be allergic to eating it. So that's a thing. So
Holy
I
shit.
haven't eaten any since because I don't fucking deal with that shit. But I might be allergic. Who knows?
Holy shit. Just going further into chat, back into chat for a second. DK Rise says, I have sleep paralysis from brain damage from dying.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
You know how metal that is?
That's fucking metal as fuck.
Dude, you're so metal.
I hope
You know?
that's like the only side effect, because like it's pretty fucking, it'd be pretty fucking lame to get like a bunch of side effects
Yeah,
from
usually death
fucking
doesn't
dying.
have side effects.
Yeah, like death is kind of its own side effect. But
Yeah,
like
it's like the only effect.
right, I assume that this was like a death from which you recovered but had some brain damage from, and I hope that that's the only thing, because Jesus Christ, I can't imagine what else. Cinder was like, yeah, I don't know where mine comes from, but it's not that.
Yeah. Hopefully. Unless, like, you died in another life. Well, then I suppose that you would have to have done that, and that doesn't really make any sense. See, I'm so sick that I just keep wanting to say things that are dumb. And, like, that's usually the case. But this time I can't stop from saying them.
Oxvale
Oh.
says, I have blue eyes but have one tiny brown shit stain in my left eye.
That's cool. That's a mutation. That's actually really rare. I read that. I like to read stuff about eyes. It's
Yeah?
cool. Yeah. It's cool beans.
There's
Mine-
also a weird episode about clown orgies on HBO.
Hey, that's great. So before I we started streaming, I called my mom and I was like, Mom, we already talked about this, but for those who are new, I called my mom and I was like, I need weird personal details about me. And she was, you know, trying to think of it. It kind of like turned into her just like talking about me as a kid. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yes, I know, very adorable, but I need help me. She's like, okay. So she gave me like a list that I scribbled down. I can't see anything. That's why I'm so freaking pale. Anyway, so I got this list. So I'll just go through it really quickly because like they're just funny. Apparently, I was in Sunday school when I was little, and they asked all the little kids to draw Jesus, and I drew a frog. Mom thought that was cute.
Frog
Mom-
Jesus!
Yeah, frog Jesus. Mom said that she got called in to see my kindergarten teacher when I was in kindergarten because we had an assignment to draw a butterfly, and I have always really been into like animal stuff, you know, like documentaries and like books and shit like that. So I drew a butterfly, like an anatomically correct, 8-eyed, 6-legged, like, you know, the straw mouth
Yeah.
butterfly going all out. And all the rest of the kids, according to my mom, you know, drew them with like a happy face and like 2 human eyes and like hands and shit, you know. But my mom actually got called in to talk to the teacher because they thought I was fucked up. And it's funny because like a
What?
few years later, she had to go in to my brother's grade 1 class because apparently my brother was drawing people naked. But The thing is, my brother sucks at drawing. He was just drawing like stick figures, but since I didn't have any clothes on, they were naked. So
That
holy
is,
shit.
you know what? That is a weird reach. I feel like that's a strange thing for a teacher to be like, he's drawing naked people.
Yeah. So
Because
that means that your family is fucked up. So I have to get your mom
yeah,
in
I
there.
don't know, man. That's
I don't know. She was weird though. She always wore these belts like right under her boobs, and she had these massive boobs, and like it was like a belt and then like a dress, and then she had like her boobs would like come over the belt and like touch like her belly under her dress. So it was like this doesn't matter. But anyway, it was like that. Let's see. Mom said one time she went into the bathroom and I had like drawn a bunch of pictures on the walls, and she's like, I told you, what did I tell you about not drawing on the walls? And I said, I didn't draw them, I scratched them in. And she's like, all right, fair enough.
touche.
Yeah. And apparently when I was 3 years old, I accurately recounted the day I was born.
Okay, that's fucked up.
I know, obviously I don't remember saying that, but I remembered it because I started recounting the day I was covered in blood. And they're
That's
like,
creepy.
okay, weird. But my aunt was also there when it happened. But then I was like, oh, and I remember Dad was late, and apparently he was. And
Oh man,
how I know that?
can
I
you
don't
imagine
fucking-
being late for your kid's birth? Like
Can you imagine
how
your
you would never.
3-year-old kid talking about the day they were
No,
born
absolutely not.
because they
Absolutely
remember it because it was only 3 years ago?
Yeah, that's crazy.
No, I was fucked up. So that's what my mom. And then my mom started going like off on this tangent about all these like weird ass shit things I did. So I think like I'm gonna grab her for a podcast someday. Like not a leg and balls thing.
We should have her on.
I know she's a funny lady.
Oh my god,
Yeah, she's real hot. So
we should have both of our moms on. My mom is nuts. That'd be fun.
maybe
This is
maybe
hesitation, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm just saying. Yeah. Do you have any more weird facts about you?
I don't know if this counts. I was trying to think of things that I realize about myself, and one of the things, I don't know if it's strange or not. You judge me, chat.
Can I
If
judge
I
you?
had a racial talent, like a racial ability of my own, I think it might be suspension of disbelief. Do you know what that means?
No.
It's basically the thing where you can immerse yourself in fiction. So you're watching a movie, and let's say it's a sci-fi movie. Suspension of disbelief is not you sitting there saying, "Okay, I'm watching a Star Trek movie right now." That spaceship isn't really flying. That's a model that they've got on wires, and they're shooting it with cameras and whatever. Suspension of disbelief is forgetting about the realities of things, seeing what's on the screen or in the book or whatever, and immersing yourself in it willingly. And that's something that everybody does. I just happen to do it pretty hard. Like I fall fully in, to the point where I get emotionally caught up in these things, and not in like an unhealthy or crazy way or anything like that.
And then
At least
you
I don't
cry.
think. Yeah, I've cried at minor things before, relatively minor things that they just struck me the right way. So yeah.
I used to be able to do that when I was a kid, really hard. To the point where I was riding my bike around town looking for Pokemon.
Ah.
I didn't find any, but I found a
Aw.
lot of squirrels though. But yeah, that's cool, I guess.
Yeah. So I don't know if that counts
Can
as
you
strange
like
enough.
give any examples?
Well, it happens with movies a lot. So.
Did you say movies or boobies?
Movies?
Got it.
It happens with movies a lot. I'm a big fan of watching an entire. Okay, so this is one of the reasons I kind of hate TV. And one of my least favorite things in the world is a movie that I'm interested in seeing or that I know and want to see again that's playing on TV because it's interrupted by commercials all the time. And in terms of immersing yourself in fiction or in a storyline or whatever, you don't want to be interrupted. You know, like you want to be all in on that. So I'm a huge film fan, a huge movie fan, and so like one of my biggest pet peeves is being interrupted during something like a movie. So not that I'm gonna like punch a teenager for pulling out their phone at the movie theater or something like that, but I do prefer not to watch like movies on TV because I actually kind of don't really like watching TV at all. Commercials piss me off. So
Wow, you just seem really grumpy. But So I'm looking back at
Okay,
chat. 'Cause I
I
don't
did
wanna
ask
miss
chat to
anything.
judge me, but alright.
Wicked Kitten says she has a near photographic memory for music.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
Is there a name for that?
I don't know. I think I'm similar. I think I'm really
It
good
sounds
at
like you guys have that in
imagining
common.
like harmonies in my head. But I had to learn how to do that because I couldn't do it at first, and then I had to like train my brain to do that. I don't know what that is. Dazzledor says I woke up one morning with welts all over my body, and my lips were swelled up like 4 or 5 times the normal size. Long story short, I had to take antibiotics
Oh
for
my
7
God.
days to get rid of it, and it ended up being caused by playing Monopoly game from my basement when I was 10 years old. But were you allergic to Monopoly?
That's crazy. It's probably like the metal of the pieces. There's something funky
Yeah.
in the metal.
Regalfist
nuts.
says he's allergic to quick changes in temperature. Like if it
That's-
goes from hot to cold or cold to hot too
Oh.
quickly. That fucking sucks.
That would really suck because you really can't control that a lot of times.
Oxville says their dream job is to write game content, quests or dialogue in MMORPGs. I really think that you'd be good at that, so I'll keep an eye out. Let's see.
There's a lot of good stuff in here.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff here.
We have not kept up on chat.
Sorry, guys. I'm sick.
We
so-
tried though. Like it's
Yeah.
it's hard to talk about it all and keep up at the same time. You guys, by the way, you guys are cracking me up in chat today.
Yeah.
Every time I
This-
do stop and try and get like a load of what you guys are saying, you're fucking killing me.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know this, but it is really hard to like do a show when you guys are like really, really funny. Because I just
Yeah.
want to read what you guys are saying.
Dark Sting says, "Flicking poop is my favorite indie game." Like, what the fuck is that?
Maybe it's like a game that you play by yourself.
I guess.
But yeah, so I think that's a show.
That is definitely a show.
That's a show. So I hope you guys like this. I don't know. It's like we try not to talk about ourselves too much on the podcast. So it's kind of cool to just like be able to use this as an outlet, I guess. And it's like it's weird because like we want to have a relationship with you guys, and the best way to do
Like,
that
you
is
want to
to
go
just,
steady?
like, yeah, like basically we just want to get to the point where we can like, you know. But the best way to do that, like en masse, is to like talk about ourselves and then open the floor for you guys so we can like know a bit more about you. So it feels a little bit awkward, talking about ourselves and stuff like that, but I guess that would be what we'd be doing if we were hanging out. So I don't know, but like we just want to learn about you guys, and if you guys are not on our Discord, you should be, because we've got an introductions channel, so you can go in and like say hi and introduce yourself. We got a selfie channel, but that's like basically for any photo that you'd like to, just from your day or from your life or your own face or whatever. And we just encourage you guys to like go in and talk and meet people and chill out. And we're always reading, always looking. I use Discord at work, so I can like
Judging, watching, look at the baby, look at the baby.
I don't judge. We cannot judge, Thorn. Like we cannot judge. Like look at me waggling my finger. We cannot do that. We cannot do that. But yeah, so that's a show. This again is not the Lagging Balls podcast. This is the LB stream where we just talk about bullshit. Doesn't matter. It's going to be up on YouTube later, but we're not going to edit it or anything like that. If you're interested in our Blizzard Games podcast, that comes out every week. It'll probably be out on Monday. And that's where we talk about Blizzard games, and that's audio only. I'm going to sneeze. And you can find that on iTunes, Stitcher, and SoundCloud. And other places. Other places too. Oh, I got it all over myself.
That's what she said.
Ew.
Alright, guys. We're going to call it a show there.
But maybe we'll be back for a pre-show.
Maybe.
Post-show.
Maybe we'll have to see.
don't know.
Possibly, maybe, possibly more after this. In the meantime, thank you guys for joining for episode 21. It's been fun. Learned a lot about you guys. You're all nuts just like we are. That's why we get along. Love
love
you. I love that track. Welcome to the post show.
I love snacks too. My back hurts. You know when you're sick and like your body aches? It's like,
Oh,
shut the
that's
fuck
the
up.
worst.
Shut the fuck up, body. Like, this is not about you, okay?
you
This is about my
fucking not?
senses. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck, man? Your fuck.
Can you fucking nut?
So, let me give you guys an update on my tendonitis. It's almost gone.
Tendonitis!
Like, it's almost gone. Like, the PT, the physical therapy, is totally working. So, I go on Mondays, and I see my, like, therapist, and she will, like, she'll take this, like, rolling pin thing, and she'll roll it all up and down my sides, right? You know, she'll, like, give me a massage and, like, look for, like, knots and stuff like that, and then I'll have to do my tendonitis exercises. So, like, I'll be laying on a table, and somebody will shove a big ball under my legs, and then shove a little ball up between my legs, and then I have to, like, roll the ball around with another ball between my legs and stuff. So, you know, that's funny. And then I have to do a bunch of silly walks. So, like, I have to, like, lift my knees up really high and, like, walk, and then I have to, like, they put, like, a rubber band around my knees, and I have to, like, shuffle to the side and stuff like that. And then they make me, like, lay down on the table and, like, put my pelvis up and down, so it's like I'm doing it. And then, like, they tie the rubber band around my legs, and I have to, like, open my legs and close and open and stuff. Anyway, just a bunch of stuff like that. But on Wednesdays, when I go on Wednesdays, there's a different therapist, and she's this pretty mom type. She's petite, she's ginger, she's gorgeous, she's tiny, right? She fucking has these little hands, these little jabby hands, and these little jabby elbows, and she gets up on the table with me while I'm laying there on my side, and she digs her elbows and her hands into my thigh meat, into my thigh bone,
Ugh.
into the side of my stomach, and down my legs. Like, she just, like, fucking kills me. And, like, I'm
God
already,
damn.
like, I've got, like, bruises all down my side, and she just fucking, like, you know, like, she gets in there, man. It's like, she doesn't give a shit, and she, like, puts all her weight into it, and
Ah,
it hurts a lot, like, a lot, but it's working. And, like, she finds, like, all of these, like, knotted muscles. Like, she found one in my butt cheek the other day, and, like, every time that she would, like,
I didn't even
go
know you could
for
have a
it,
knotted muscle on your butt cheek.
I had no idea. And every time she goes for it, like, my body kept going like this. And then, like, I think she's also a chiropractor, because I've never had any, like, chiropractor-y stuff done. But, like, she got me to sit up, and then she looked at my legs. And then she's like, okay, I'm gonna do something, and I'm just gonna twist you, and then twist you out of the way. And I was, like, lying on my side, and she twisted me one way, and then the top part the other way. And then she grabbed my arms in a weird way, and then she grabbed my legs in a weird way. And she got up on the table, and she's like, I'm just gonna push in on your stomach. And I'm like, okay. So she pushed my stomach, and, like, the whole, like, pretzel contraption thing that she turned me into, like, she pushes it, and all of a sudden, like, this massive noise comes out of my own back, and it's like crack, 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 crack. And I was like, ugh, you know, because it didn't hurt, but I was just like, I wasn't expecting, like, she didn't tell me what she was doing. I was like, what the fuck was that, dude? And then she's like, okay, now sit up like you were. And then, like, I sit up, and she looks at my legs, and she, like, grabs them, and she's like, okay, one of them was longer than the other, so I just fixed that up. And I was like, ugh. Like, what the fuck, dude?
So, like, how much did that cost?
Oh, the first one's free. But only if they enjoy it too.
Holy shit.
That's pretty cool.
That's like, I can't even follow how many twists and, like, things that she did to you before
Yeah.
she, like, rolled you and cracked it all, whatever.
Yeah, like,
That's crazy.
it's pretty sweet. I'm not sure
It's
how
awesome.
I got tendonitis, Dazzlendart. I don't know. That's the problem. Is like next week is my last thing of physical therapy, and I've got some at-home exercises I can do. But other than that, like, I just have to be really careful. Like, if I start to feel like it's coming back, then I have to, like, get on those exercises more, because since we don't know what caused it, it could happen, you know. And I don't do
Yeah.
anything weird.
And that's the
You know?
answer for Chad, is she doesn't know.
I don't
So,
know. But
They think that there are, like, some common causes, right? It could
Yeah.
be, but the weird thing is, like, the common causes are kind of like, weren't they? Some of them were like opposites. Some of them were like being too
Right.
active, and some of them were being not active enough. And
Exactly.
clearly for you, it's not active enough because we don't
Clearly.
move. But But it's
But,
like sitting on your leg the wrong way can do it. But I mean,
Yeah.
like, I don't know. It's not an exact science, I don't think, for the cause of this thing.
I have no idea. But yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say 9. Like, it hurts a little bit, but, it's all good.
Wait, like 9, where 10 is all better?
Yeah.
And like 9 is close to better?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'd say that.
That's great.
So it's sweet. Like, don't worry too much about getting tendonitis, because, like, I've been sitting in a weird pretzel-y way, like, my whole life up until now, so you're probably fine. But if you get tendonitis, you'll know, because it fucking hurts.
Yeah. How fast did it come on? Like how from the onset of the pain to like full blown pain? Like how
Like,
long?
immediately. And then it just gets worse, because you're using it if it's your hip, so.
So you're not gonna need to suspect whether you have it or not. You'll know because it's big pain pretty fast.
Yes.
Okay.
Use them.
Well, that'll help at least, and Dazzle Dorn, at least now you're aware of it, so that if you do have any of those sorts of pains, you can go to your doctor with something potentially in mind.
And it's really easy to get diagnosed too. Just go in and tell the doctor where it hurts, and he like moves your leg around, and he like moves it around until you wince and freak out, and he's like, "Okay, now I know which part of your leg is hurting."
Yeah, thanks, Doc. Ow!
Yeah. Ah, fuck
Holy
you, doctor.
shit!
That was a nice doctor though. He's like, "Your socks don't match," and I'm like, "I know,
Leave my socks out of this.
it's a thing. I know."
You're not a sock spurt.
Yeah. Once you reach a certain age, you're like, I don't give a shit if my socks match anymore. You know why? Because I don't have time for that.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't have time for
busy
it.
limping along because of my tendonitis.
Yeah, and also, there's like so much Overwatch League to watch.
Yeah, there is.
I can't
Holy
worry
shit.
about socks. I'm worried about Dallas Fuel.
All right, let me change subjects for a moment here, because Arsenic
Okay.
brought up a good idea, and that is to share the guild playlist for Blood of the Scribe. If you guys have Spotify, just the other day I had a strange random idea to put together a playlist that is collaborative. So if you have a Spotify account, you can contribute to this playlist, and I encourage you to. So I'm going to put the link here in chat. Thank you for reminding me, Arsenic.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
pretty fucking sweet mix. So there's the link.
I haven't added anything yet.
Yeah, you need to get on that.
I'm too snobby.
Why? How is that? What does Snobby have to do with it? You can add whatever you want.
I know. I just feel like it.
Snobby would be like, I won't appreciate it because it doesn't have the things that I think are the best on it. But that's not a valid argument when you contribute to it.
That's true.
The first, coincidentally, in case you're not aware, the guild is called Blood of the Scribe, and the first song on here is Blood of the Scribe by the metal band Lamb of God, which is where the guild gets its name from.
Yeah, it's because that was named by one of the original guild leaders.
Yep.
who
My
was in a
original
metal band.
co-founder, Chris, who's awesome.
Dude, that dude's awesome. He played drums in a band that had fucking Duffy from Guns N' Roses in it.
That's fucking bitchin'.
Duffy from Guns N' Roses, okay? Sorry.
We're not obviously not playing that playlist right now because we're trying not to get our content banned or
Again.
muted or whatever. Yeah, because I think we had last week's taken down or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's hard. This is difficult,
I'm hard
guys.
too.
That's why a lot of what we play on here, not this right now. Right now we're playing kind of retrowave, but a lot of what we play in the background of this is kind of like the not generic EDM, but like the acceptable EDM that, for whatever reason, is the main thing that's available to play on Twitch streams.
Yeah.
That's why most Twitch streams have that kind of music on them. It's not because everybody's just that big a fan of it all, though that has helped, but it's because for whatever reason that's the first kind of genre that really got a big clearance for copyright stuff. So anyway,
Cool. Anyway, so I think we should go because
Okay.
I'm starting to get like really sick.
Yeah.
More.
thank you for sticking it out for the show with this.
Hell yeah, let's go. And we're recording Lagging Balls this weekend, so it's gonna be good. I'll do it. We can do it. We'll put our ass into it.
We
Should
sure
we?
will.
Should we go to somebody else's stream?
Oh, let's see who's up.
Showrog is streaming. He's streaming here
he
at
still
the
up?
store. Yeah, I think.
I'm still up.
I'm always up. Fuck you.
Heyo.
Yeah, suck it. Yeah, we should go over there.
Hold on, one sec.
I got it.
We're
I got it.
no, I'm just seeing if anybody else is up. Hold on. We're fifth on the fifth on the list under talk shows right now.
Dallas Fuel. Looking at myself in the camera. This looks good on my boobs. Zalus. You know, I prefer though. Like, I like shirts that say things like before the move starts. You know, because sometimes like you get those shirts that have like the graphic isn't in the material. It's like on the material. So then your boobs like they stress it out, and so it gets like all crackly and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, luckily that's not the case with this, but like, you know, the case with this is that nobody can see it because it just goes all up under. So I'm just looking at myself at this point.
Yep, there you go. All right, so what are we gonna say when we get to Chilrog? If we're gonna go raid Chilrog,
Yeah, let's do it.
what are we gonna say? What do we have everybody say when
Let's
we get
tell
to the
him
chat
that-
room?
He's got nice boobs.
They need it. No. You need like a phrase.
Oh,
Like one phrase that we're all gonna say when we land there. How
Um,
about funky butt lovin'?
Lucky Butt, that sounds good to me.
All right, everyone, we've put the link in. We're gonna end here, and we're all gonna pop in there real quick and say this. Let's go raid Chilrog. He's a good guy, and you guys will like him.
Let's
Thanks
go.
everybody so much for coming
Thank you
tonight.
for watching.
You guys are
I love
fucking
you.
awesome. Bye.